The Florida Gators women's basketball team is returning one of their best players for the 2024 season, and guess what? She's here on Locked On Gators.
You are Locked On Gators, your daily podcast on the Florida Gators. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Locked On Gators, a bonus episode of Locked On Gators, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. We are available daily and free wherever you listen to the podcast and on YouTube. I am Brandon Olsen. Find me on Twitter at WNS_Brandon. College programs must be competitive in name, image, and likeness. It impacts current athletes and affects the decisions of recruits, as we all know here. And Gators fans can help put Florida at the forefront of NIL. Florida Victorious is leading the charge, uniting fans and student athletes like never before, including awesome interviews like one you're about to see with Ra Shaya Kyle. You can sign up at floridavictorious.com and save 20% on your first month using promo code LOCKED. Joining me now for Locked On Gators is Florida Gators women's basketball player Ra Shaya Kyle. And I do think that the first question that needs to be asked, Ra Shaya, is what's the latest on your knee? Because it felt like this whole season when you got hurt, it was like, oh, well, she's day to day, she's week to week. And then it just ended up being that you were unfortunately out for the remainder of the season. So just what's the latest on that?
So I will be ready for next season. It was just an injury, like kind of like a lingering on injury. We don't really want to say like what I did, but yes, at first it was going to be day to day, and then we had to wait on like our MRI results and stuff to come back. But I will be ready for next season. I will be here, and still like as of right now, like I'm still like in rehab and doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing to get back to the court. But as of right now, everything is also still day to day with my rehab and treatment and stuff and practicing. But every day gets better, and it's way better than what it was when I first got injured. But yeah, it's getting 100% better every day.
Yeah, knee injuries are weird. In high school, I tore my meniscus, and it was my knee in a circle. I think it was like 18 inches around, and I'm a very skinny person, and so they were just like, "What the hell?"
Mine, like the swelling and stuff, like just wouldn't go down. So, yeah,
that happens. It does suck because you were on an absolute tear when you got
I'll throw. Like I had
like you were bodying people. It was while you were shooting like 60% from the field almost. It was almost averaging a double-double. It was just, and honestly, if you at least played more in that last game, you probably would have ended the season averaging a double-double just because you got hurt early in that one. But what has the recovery process been like? Like when you're practicing, are you limited at all, or are you kind of just full go? What is it?
I would say the recovery process, I mean, it's really a mental thing. I mean, because like it's an everyday thing. Like you got to wake up, you got to go to rehab, you got to every day. It's like no days off, and like to get back better and to be back on the court 100%. Like you said, like right now I'm not 100% back on the court. It's like I said, day to day. There's certain stuff I can do, certain drills, certain things, but as far as being in there, like I'm always with my team, I'm always around them, I'm always in the gym. I'm putting up shots every day still, but as far as the rehab pieces, like I would say it's like a mental thing, but having to sit out this year has helped me grow in like a lot of ways, like just the game piece part of it, learning my teammates more, learning our stuff more, like to be more cohesive as a team. It's helped me a lot, and like I would say the most hard part, like I said, would be the mental part, because it's like I really want to be back out there and be playing in 100% how I was, and I really wish I never got hurt. But I mean, everything happens, so yeah.
I do also want to ask, just what is the next step that you feel you have to take to take your game to the next level, and is that something that is being hindered by the knee? Like are you working on your jumper or something? I feel like that's something where people can do.
Yeah, so it was just gonna be consistency, and like obviously I want to start back where I ended off. Like I swear I want to pick up at, like I want to be more consistent in my game, and then also like I want to shoot the 15-footer more. I want to be able to go step outside and shoot it more than I have to, and then like for me, I would say yeah, consistent staying on the boards. I do shoot in practice. I shoot every single day. Like I shoot, put up shots, even when I'm not doing the drills with my team. I'm shooting. I'm working on my ball handling. Little rebounding drills. I'm still in the weight room every single day, trying to get stronger, get my upper body stronger, both my legs strong. Eating is a big part of it too. Since I've been out for a little minute, just working on my eating, keeping that all right, making sure I'm getting all the nutrients that I need as far as like our collagen that we drink and vitamins that we take. And I just been working on me overall and just staying consistent.
I want to take you back to the 2022-2023 offseason real quick when you were transferring over to Florida. You were one of the first transfers that Kelly Ray Finley brought in through the transfer portal you had when she dropped the interim tag. You were one of the first ones to come in. Just what was that process like of getting recruited here, and what sold you on joining the Florida Gators?
So before I had even committed here, I already knew Kelly. Like she had recruited me before. So like when I was going back into the recruiting process, like it was already like easy. Like me and her like already had been in contact and like we already had a relationship. So like she had been recruiting me since like my 8th or 9th grade year of high school. So when I came here, and then also like the pieces she was bringing with me, like that she was recruiting and had on the visit with me, like that made it easier. The team that was already here made it easier. It had a great team, great people to be around. Kelly, the coaching staff, they were amazing. They made it easy for me. They made it like a second home. My parents click. That's a big part for me too, to make sure like my family is also like they're okay with leaving me here. So and I'm far away from home. Like I'm from Indiana, so that made it also easy. Like I knew I had to have somebody like because I can't go to my mom 24/7, so I knew that would be easy too. And then like just the campus. I mean, it's Florida. It's hot outside. Like I'm from Indiana, so it's cold there. Like so, it really wasn't a hard decision for me at all. But yeah, Kelly Ray Finley was a big part of it.
Yeah, I'm from New York, so just thinking of like, oh yeah, Florida sounds like a dream if we're talking year round there. So I'd imagine weather's certainly a fun part there. Your first year, you were one of the new portal additions. There's you, KK Deans, like Correa, and then before this past season, there was a bit of a little transfer portal exodus, losing a few key contributors, including KK Deans, Nina Records. And now this offseason, again, there's a good bit of roster turnover, whether it's due to eligibility, hitting the transfer portal, Leilani Correa getting drafted, which was awesome. What is it kind of like and it's also just, that's modern sports, modern college sports now with the transfer portal. That's what that is. What is that like as a player to every year kind of have to reload and gel with a new roster?
I would say like sometimes like it's harder than others because then like when you got people coming in and they got to learn your system, and I mean like some people pick up quick and some people don't, you know what I mean? So like you're learning a whole new playing style. I mean, it's I don't know, like you get new pieces, and I mean you just figure out a way how to make your team gel together again. And I mean sometimes it's a longer process than others, but at the end of the day, when season gets here, I hope that like this year we'll have a new team again and we'll have a little bit of a younger team. So with Kelly Ray Finley and like the pieces that we already have here, I think that it'll be an interesting season, but I think it'll be really fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. The youth of the team is what really
Yeah.
pops out to me. 3 freshmen coming in is going to be big, whereas last year there was one that came into play, and so I feel like this year it's going to be just wild to watch because I feel like when you have a team that young, especially in basketball where there's more games and there's more time to learn and develop throughout the course of the season as opposed to like football, you got 12 games. There's not too much you could do there. But basketball with so many games, I feel like you can kind of see more growth just as the season goes on. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, and with our team being young, and I feel like also the inexperience can help us as well. I mean, like there's stuff that they're gonna be able to do that we're like, I mean, that we need, and I mean, which is gonna be very, very helpful. Like you said, we have 3 freshmen. So, I mean, inexperience is that helps anywhere it can help out. That's why I said they still have the whole summer to prepare, and I mean, I'm sure they'll pick up quick. They're really good freshmen. I mean, freshmen coming in their class, and I feel like with the experience that we already have, I feel like it's going to be really nice.
When it comes to your financial future, you think you've done it all. You've saved, you've researched, you've invested all that you can. Now you need to take those investments to the next level by using what every financial great uses: Yahoo Finance. For more than 25 years, Yahoo Finance has been the brand behind every great investor. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just looking for that extra guidance, Yahoo Finance has all the tools and data you need in one place. With original editorial perspectives, analyst ratings, independent research, customizable charts, you can do so much to further your financial future using Yahoo Finance. For comprehensive financial news and analysis, visit the brand behind every great investor, yahoofinance.com, the number one financial destination, yahoofinance.com. Also, this bonus episode of Locked On Gators is brought to you by Monopoly Go. I don't know about you. I'm competitive in everything. Ra Shaya is competitive too. We like winning. Wow, crazy thought contest, right? We like winning. Well, I have that competitive side, and my competitive side is a big fan of Monopoly Go. I'm sure you've heard of it at this point. It's been downloaded over 150 million times. Yeah, it's a great twist on Monopoly where you play on not one, but hundreds of Monopoly boards in crazy locations, building up amazing cities that bring you big money. Which, come on, who doesn't like money, right? And you get to screw with your friends, which is honestly one of my favorite parts. I like just messing with them and then getting the text, just like, all right, dude, it's fun. It's fun. You could also work with your teammates or work with your friends if you want, collaborate a little bit, but more fun to ruin their day, right? So get in the game and join your friends. Download Monopoly Go now free on the App Store or Google Play. Yeah, one of the biggest, aspects of college athletics now is NIL. Every school has a collective. What kind of impact has Florida Victorious had on you since you became a Florida Gator?
Oh man, I love Florida Victorious, and I love the people a part of it. I mean, just this past weekend we had a meet and greet. I mean, and it's like that was cool. We got to meet fans and take pictures, sign autographs, get trading cards. Just seeing the smile on people's faces when they get to meet us, and being able to get out in the community and just be able to help wherever we can help. And then like when we go work at the schools, like we just was at Turlington, like it's fun. I mean, just to go be with the kids and just be a help wherever we can be a help. And then working with, like I said, the kids, and then doing like basketball events or anything. It's just cool to see people, their smile on their faces, and see that what we do for them.
Yeah, it's an awesome thing to watch. I remember the November event at Condren. It was the women's basketball team there. That was fun. Like I said, like I live in New York. I don't get to go to those events often, but I was there and that was an awesome time. Love Florida Victorious, and they're the reason that we get to have these interviews with players like you and us. So.
The people a part of Florida Victorious is pretty cool too, because they were at the event at the football thing when we got to do the meet and greet and get to meet the people who's a part of it and the head of it. That was really cool too.
Yeah, getting to see the faces behind the organization or behind the show are also, it's awesome to get that opportunity. I want to kind of take you to high school, if you don't mind. I have one specific school game I wanted to ask you about. January 8th, 2020, 50 points, 18 rebounds. What happened? Because the reason that I even know about it was because we used to have a coworker with Locked On that covered Indiana. And I asked him about you, and just because your background, and he was just like, just January 8th, 2020, just ask about it. And so I have to ask about that. Getting 50 points and 18 rebounds is insane.
I know. I don't even really know. I mean, the high school, I was playing every position in high school. So it was like, I don't know. It was like a cakewalk for me in high school. And because I was always so much taller than everybody, I didn't even really have to jump for a rebound. I could just go up there and grab a rebound, get a putback. So I don't know. And then like I played for my uncle as well. So my head coach was Lawrence Jordan, but then my uncle was also on my coaching staff, and so was my aunt and them. So like it was like if I got 20, they would always be like, oh, you could have got 30, 60, 50, like, because I was just so much, I don't know, better than everybody in my grade and at my conference in high school. But when I got 50 points, I mean, it was a shock for me too. And I think my mom wasn't there that game. I think my mom, she's never missed a game, and she had like it was some bridal shower, something really important shit she wanted to go to. And I was like, okay, she comes to every game, and we wasn't really playing anybody like that she really needed to be there for. So I was like, okay, like, and she was like, just make sure you go play hard and like play for me, score enough points for me. So I'm like, okay. So like I just went out there and I got 50 points. I don't know how I got 50 points. I just got 50 points every time I got the ball. I just went and tried to score the ball, and then I think I got like 50 points in like 3 quarters, I want to say, or at the beginning of the fourth, and I had it. And then they just took me out the game. And I think I got my ball that game, I want to say. I think I got my ball that game, 1,000-point ball as well. But yeah, I don't know, 50. I just did it. I don't know. Because at first, it was like the games before, I kept breaking my record with like 48, 42, and I kept doing that. And so then I'm like, okay, I might as well just go for 50. And so I for 50, and then I ended up getting it, and it was crazy. It was really crazy.
Yeah, you're living through a boom period of women's basketball. I feel like every sport goes through these boom and bust periods, and right now you're living through a boom period of women's basketball where everyone's watching, talking, tweeting about that. Like that was the moment where I think I was like, oh, like women's college basketball is here. Where during LSU and Iowa a month ago or a few weeks ago, everyone was like roasting Haley Van Lith on Twitter, and I was just like, we're here. Like you're getting roasted. Like in any NBA game, when someone's going off on you, you're getting roasted. We've arrived. What is it like to be a part of this era?
I would say it's interesting. I would say it's very interesting. I mean, because I feel like no matter who you are, no matter what team you play for, I feel like winning or losing, I feel like somebody's always gonna have something to say. But that could either be good or bad. I mean, I feel like if anybody has anything like negative to say to me, I just take it with a grain of salt, and that just makes me want to get better and better every day. Just like I was saying, like with the Haley Van Lith situation, they went really far. I mean, they can say whatever they want to say. They went far. She did what she was supposed to do. I mean, she was new to the team. She came in and had to play a new role. So, I mean, they can say what they want to say. She still made it to the Elite Eight at the end of the day. And as far as like with the Caitlin Clark situation, I mean, the girls lead men's and women's in scoring. There's not too much you can say about her. I mean, like I said, you can either be negative or look at it positive. And I feel like when anybody has anything negative to say, I feel like I just look at it like, oh, this makes me want to get better every day.
Yeah, you have to be really good to have people defending you, and you hit an shot and you just go, all right.
Like,
all right, man, I don't know what to do.
Talking about you, good and bad. I mean, that's got to be hard. I mean, we're just in college, man. Like, she's just trying to do what she does best every day. And I mean, cahoots to her, because I mean, she did what she was supposed to do in college, and she did a really good job.
Yeah, how cool was it to see Leilani Correa get drafted the other night for you?
Oh man, that's one of my best friends. I cried. I'm really excited for her. I mean, I'm sad she's leaving me, but I'm really, really excited for her. I mean, she worked for it. I mean, she deserves it. She did what she was supposed to do this season. She came out there and put her points up. She did what she could do with the team. She helped. She contributed. I mean, she was everywhere on the floor this year. I'm really, really excited for her. And then, I mean, I'm from Indiana. She got drafted by Indiana Fever, so I just really want her to go have fun, enjoy it, enjoy the whole process. I mean, one of her dreams came true, and that's really, really exciting, and that's all she ever wanted. So I'm just praying that she has a great training camp and just go have fun.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen someone with Florida score at the rate that she's been able to score, because there was like 3 games of back 3 points, and that's insane to see from Florida. It's just not a common thing.
Yeah, and she's so calm with it. I mean, she doesn't show no emotions. I mean, she comes out, she does the same routine every game. She gets out there, and I mean, she plays with probably the same face the whole game. I don't care if she's getting an and one. I don't care if somebody's fouling her. She's same face the whole game, and that's what I really liked about Lay. She stayed composed, and she was just like a silent killer. Like she didn't have to do the most. She just came out there and did what she did every game, which was really cool too.
Yeah. I do have to ask, because you mentioned that you had the same game routine. Do you have any pregame or game day
I
super
just
routine?
Yep, I get up, I talk to my mom, I listen to music, I shower, then we go to shoot around. After shoot around, we eat together as a team, and then after that, I go home, I shower again, listen to some music, prepare. I don't really take a nap or anything because I don't want my body to like settle down. So like, I just do that, and then after I come home, shower, listen to music for a bit, I come back to the game. I'm still listening to my music. Go out, put some shots up, go get taped. Then I put my phone down and tell my mom and I love her, and then get ready for the game.
I have to ask, what's on the pregame playlist?
So I really like Rod Wave and Drake. So I listen to a lot of Rod. I listen to a lot of Drake. I like Future a lot too. So I just have a certain playlist and I just hit shuffle, and then whatever comes on because I just know those are the certain songs that I like to listen to. But yeah, that's about it.
I think now I have to ask this next question. What's your take on the rap beef?
The rap beef with Drake and his diss song that he just I
Yeah, everything that's just going on where everyone is like, is it a 20v1? Oh no.
Yeah, it's a lot of that going on. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm a big Drake fan. I think Drake ate him up with his diss. I mean, he literally got everybody on the diss, and then yeah, I mean, he runs this like, so I don't really think there's too much that they can say. I don't really think. I think he won. I think it's Drake all day.
Yeah, I think Metro Boomin's in a rough spot where he's like, oh, I
Yeah,
can make some drum
Metro.
beats. It's like, what's Metro gonna do now? Like, you can't say anything.
Yeah, Metro. He just needs to stop. Yeah, no, he just needs to stop.
Yeah,
Drake.
I like that you listen to Drake and Future. They
Future, yes, and his new album, love Future's new album though, love.
Drake and Future were the best concert that I've ever been to, Madison Square Garden, 2016. They brought out everybody. They brought out Cole. They brought out Joel Santana. They brought out it was Division. A Boogie was there.
Okay,
It was an awesome day.
had a good time.
Yeah, it was wild. They went way later than they were supposed to, and Drake's like, "I'm getting fined for this, just so you know." But it's a great day. Before I let you go, the last question that I like to ask everybody that's on the show, if I know they have tattoos, and I do know that you have tattoos,
Yes,
do you have a favorite or most meaningful tattoo to you?
yes, I do. Okay, so I have two. So, well, okay, I have three, but I'm gonna give you my two most favorite. So this one, it says "Love yourself." It's just always a reminder, like just love yourself, like as long as I got myself, I know that I'm gonna be fine. And then I have one. I don't know if I can flip the camera around, but I can try to flip it around like this. If you can see it on my leg right here, it says "No rain, no flowers." So like my mom always told me that growing up. So she basically was like, if you don't have no bad days, you're never gonna have no good days. So like, and you gotta weather the storm. So like growing up, my mom never really let us make excuses for anything. So it just was always like, you can do it. Like if you put your mind to it, like you can do it. Like some days, yeah, like you're gonna have bad days, but like you can do it. And so like just with my process now, like with my injury, like that's why I always remember like no rain, no flowers. I'm in rehab, no rain, no flowers. If I'm not gonna have no bad days, I know it's never gonna be a good ending. So I'm just yeah, those are two of my favorite tattoos. And then I have one on my side, and it's just got my mom's name and then my sibling's name, and that means a lot to me. That was my very first tattoo. They're the world to me. So yeah, I wouldn't be here without them. So I got that too.
Thank you so much. I love when people share that, because like obviously it's something that you're putting on your body forever, so it's not a complete nonsensical thing. I think there's people get to a point where they're like, oh, like I've got enough, and now I can get nonsense. But like the first ones are always, I feel like, very important. So thank you for sharing that with me.
Yeah, I just make sure I always have a meaning. I make sure all my tattoos have a meaning and something that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. That's why I do tattoos still. I mean, and some people don't like tattoos, but I mean, it's whatever. I mean, up to me, like, and Leilani, like Lay has a lot of tattoos. Like, it's art. Like she said, she'll tell you, like, it's art for her. And I would just say the same thing for me. Like, I just get like, if it means something to me, I feel like I need to carry it with me for the rest of my life. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's I have one tattoo and I want more, but I'm the same way. Like I want more tattoos, but I'm just so much, it's like it's gonna be with me forever. Like I need to make sure it's something I want.
Make sure you want that. Just make sure you want it. Just make sure. That's all I'll tell anybody who ever asks about tattoos. Just make sure you want it. I mean, it's not really about what anybody else thinks. Just make sure you want it and you want to look at it like in that spot for the rest of your body. I mean, for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I have like my one tattoo is I went to the University of Toledo for college, and so I have their logo tattooed on me. So it was an important time in my life. And one of my cousins made fun of me for getting it. And I was just like, you have a skull and flowers with no meaning on your, like a giant one. So let's not be critical there. All right, like pipsqueak, pipe down. Thank you so much, Ra Shaya. This is Ra Shaya Kyle with the women's basketball team, and she will be dominating on the court this year again. Hopefully averaging a double-double.
I will be. I'm telling you this now, and mark my words. I will be averaging a double-double this year, and I'm prepared for this year. I'm telling you, I will be prepared.
Okay, we're holding you to that. Thank you so much, Shaya.
I would love to do this again. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll have you on again before the season.
Perfect.
Thanks again for making Locked On Gators your first listen of the day, every day. We are available daily and free wherever you listen to the podcast and on YouTube. This was Ra Shaya Kyle. Thank you so much to Florida Victorious for helping set this up. Big fan of Ra Shaya's game. And I mean, it was, just to be completely honest, one of my favorite interviews that we've done. For Locked On Gators, I'm Brandon Olsen. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at WNS_Brandon. Find all my written work with Giants Country and NFL 33. And I will see you all next time.